division, moving center stage on the starter stand.
Well, it was supposed to be Mark tomorrow, but representing Lincoln Tech, we are going to get our start momentarily. So we are ready to anticipate the thunder and lightning of 30 laps of late model competition.
Here
the
they
hard
come.
trier, Rich Hammond, is on the outside of Scott Cook. And Ben, we get ready to go. And Sandra Jordan will be the person who will wave the green flag to get the party started.
Sandra all smiles. There's the green, and we are racing to the bottom of turn 1. And car number 42, Michael Ray, is the band leader so far. But look out, here comes Josh Wood. He was so quick in qualifying. He works his way to the inside. Bottom shot move, and look at Michael Bennett. The Magnum in the Chase Bennett bingo car is on top of its game and quickly moves into second.
As Bennett did not want Josh Wood to have an early cakewalk, so he was able to erupt into second like lava coming out of a volcano. Ray is third. Eddie Ricard doing a good job in fourth. And a power move by Mike Scorzelli to move into fifth place.
Scorzelli took a week off. His wife said that they are ready and they want a victory. They're hungry for it. They're among the top 5 cars. Ricard and Ray come together off the turn. Scorzelli squeaks on by. Car number 18 is going forward. And who's the tail that wags the dog there? It is Tommy.
Oh! Car hammers a wall. Looked like Heyman really fractured the wall underneath the Sunoco sign.
Heyman's car just jumped out of line mat and went straight in. Tommy Butler, he started back in the 12th spot. And he has worked his way up among the top 6.
And remember, it looked like he had a problem in qualifying tonight. So whatever problem that he had, they were able to solve it. And he is a factor restarting 6 alongside Tom Ford. And how many races are those two guys combined to win during their long careers here at Stafford?
Well, let's see what's going to happen now. Lights are off on the safety vehicle at the point. 2 of 30 are into the record books. Josh Wood on the inside. Michael Bennett on the outside. In Chase Bennett's the bingo race car. And Josh Wood gets a real good start. Almost like Bennett might have had a problem in getting it into gear.
And look at Ed Ricard. He tried to scalpel his way underneath the Bennett car, and Bennett is able to shrug him off. And now Bennett's on the attack against Josh Wood.
Bennett's car seems to stick like glue on the bottom of the racetrack entering turn number 3. Side-by-side racing for the 3rd spot as Tommy Fern, 7 wins, more than anyone else in 2015. By 1 over Michael Bennett is up to the 3rd position.
You know, what a great move by Skip Brody. As he was in 6, he made a razzle-dazzle move to get into 5th, and he almost got by Ed Ricard, and now he is vulnerable to the number 4 of Tommy Butler, but the 04 is having one of the best races that he has ever had at Stafford.
Fastest car on the racetrack, Tommy Fern, 21.026. 21.026. Second fastest car on the racetrack is Josh Wood. 3rd fastest is Michael Bennett. So those are your top 3. Here comes Tom Butler. Butler started way in the back and has moved now into the 5th spot. Scorzelli making his presence known, and so is it Gambacorta. Butler's car is off the pace mat. Car number 4 almost comes to a screeching halt. Look at Fern challenging for 2nd.
And Fern has some momentum. Let's see what happens as they rocket their way off the corner. Tommy Fern is in 2nd place.
Michael Bennett pulls back in the line. They bump draft like they're running at New Hampshire. Down the back straightaway, Fern, still the quickest car on the racetrack. Tom Fern, looking for his 8th victory in 2015. and 15 in the late model division.
Now remember, Josh Wood, the man in front, has led a lot of races this year, and his big problem has been closing the deal. So right now he has a hefty lead over the combination of Ferd and Bennett, but the question for him, can he keep it that way?
Meanwhile, Bennett does not let Fern get far out of his sight, but Bennett is the chase car, and he is doing just that, chasing Fern in a bid for second. We called it right in qualifying. Joshua Wood looks stronger than we've seen him in quite some time, and he is a rocket at the point.
Michael Bennett doing a good job pestering the back bumper of the Tom Ford car. In fourth is Ed Ricard, so he is having a pretty good run.
Butler pulling down on pit road. Car number 4 started 12th and was up to the 4th spot before a mechanical problem shut that engine down, literally, as he limps back to pit road.
A very frustrating night for Butler tonight, both in qualifying and in the feature. And still in the hip pocket at Tom Ford is Michael Bennett, so he is going nowhere except to the back bumper of the Tom Ford car. Mike Sorzelli, it's good to see him back in the paddock, and he is running very smoothly in 6th place, one notch behind Kevin Gambacorta in the 32 car. Then skipped running, he was as high as 5th place, and now he is settled back into 7th.
Meanwhile, things get strung out at the point, and Josh Wood continues to hit his marks, just 3 laps shy of the halfway marker. Byrne still in 2nd, Bennett is still 3rd. Then it was Ricard in the 4th spot, 5th is Gambacorta, and 6th is Scorzelli.
Now here is Josh Wood. If you look back on the 2015 season, at one point or another, Josh Wood has led about every race this season, and once again, he's had a difficult time maintaining the lead and making things difficult. 2 of the superstars of the division are still going after him. Tom Ford has opened up a gap between himself and Michael Bennett, so Ford is still a contender as he sizzles his way out of turn number 4.
Byrne looks for his 7th, make it his 8th win, and then of course Michael Bennett looks for his 7th. Joshua Wood, well, he's led a lot of laps.
We have a battle for 4th. Here comes the 32 of Gambacorta, and he is able to gladiator his way underneath the 77 car.
And this is important, Matt, because Gambacorta is 2nd in the points. And if Bennett is able to finish in front of him, that's just 2 points. So he doesn't really gain a lot, Michael Bennett does, with a podium finish if Gambacorta can at least finish there or perhaps even move further forward. 17 of 30 laps are now complete in this late model feature event.
And the best scrap is taking place between Eddie Ricard in the black and green number 77 car and Mike Sorzelli, turn 2. And getting shoved back is Sorzelli, so he got close to Ricard. Trouble for Scott Cook as he took a detour and went into John Deere country before coming back out onto the track.
Let's go down to pit road for a quick report. Darren?
Thanks, Ben. Well, it's been an ideal start to the race for Josh Wood here in the late model feature. Out in front, that lead is starting to dwindle a little bit to that 92 car, but think about, guys, how important this race is for the 17 team. He hasn't won since May 15th. I know it doesn't seem that way. He's also got a season-high 6 straight races off the podium. This is not the Josh Wood we were expecting to see, but tonight, he's as fast as he's been all year, and this would be a big-time finish for these guys, currently 3rd in the points. Ben?
Interestingly enough, Darren, just as you talk about it, the commanding lead of Josh Wood is starting to disappear, Matt, as we see Tommy Fern closing up the gap. Now, Fern is the fastest car on the racetrack. How fast? Last time by, a 2:49. The leader Wood was a 3:73, and then Michael Bennett, who is the 3rd place car, well, he was in that same bracket as well.
So Tom Ford is 1/10 of a second faster than Josh Wood. Can that make a difference over the final 9 laps? Michael Bennett, he is not surrendering. He is running a strong 3rd, but Josh Wood Well, we've called a lot of drivers a closer tonight. Josh Wood has not been able to do that, and here comes Ferd. He continues to erase the lead that Josh Wood has.
It was once almost a half a straightaway. It is down to less than 2 car lengths. And now Fern starts to pull away from Bennett by about 3 more car lengths. The clock is ticking. Here comes Fern. Closes it up to less than 2.
Boy, the third turn has been Tom Ferd's ally all season. It's like he's driving in his backyard. Now you see them motor their way down the straightaway, and then let's see if Tom Ferd can make that lunge in turn number 3. He's done it all night long, and there he is. He is on the attack against Josh Wood.
Wood can feel the heat of the radiator in the Fern car. They come up on lap traffic. Bottom of turn 1. Will that be the spoiler? Fern takes a peek down low. Lapped car costs him dearly. That'll give Michael Bennett a chance to get back up with the big boys. Here comes Fern again. Joshua Wood is sideways, Matt.
And he is able to keep the car going forward. A great save by Josh Wood.
Michael Bennett moves in. 3-car Donnybrook at the point. Joshua Wood's car suddenly looks like he's skating on the lake.
Now here is Ferd's favorite corner. Here comes Ferd as he tries to bandwagon his way underneath Wood. He is a quarter of the way there. As we have any one of 3 cars who can pull out a victory.
26 laps up on the board. Wood had a commanding lead. It was gone. Fern is there. The heat is on. Michael Bennett waiting in the wings for a curtain call. Here comes Fern again. Joshua Wood's Achilles heel is turned 4. He is almost sideways again as they come back to the stripe.
But he is able to correct the situation. Top 3 cars all within striking distance. Here comes Ferd. They rumble down the backstretch. They thunder into turn number 3. This is Ferd's best turn. And Tom Ferd moves into the lead.
Here comes Michael Bennett on the bottom. Down underneath Joshua Wood. They lean off each other's 2 laps to go. Fern looks for win number 8.
As he is trying to pull away from Josh Wood. Michael Bennett, a very strong third. As they blast their way into the third quarter. Tom Ferd leading by about a canoe over the 17 of Wood. And here comes Bennett to try to move into second place.
They come off the turn. The white flag is out, but there's no surrendering in the battle for second. Tom Ferd looking for his 8th career win of 2015. Bennett is all over Joshua Wood. Bottom of turn number 3. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Bottom shot move. Bennett is there. Wood is there. They cling. They clang. They come off the turn. Fern will take down the win. Wood will finish in second. Bennett will finish in third.
Then it was Kevin Gamacorner who will take down a 4th place finish, and he will only lose 2 penalties.